Options to terminate due to breach of trust, trust-based option.
Hello, this time I will discuss the last material that I will convey regarding the option to terminate due to a violation of trust-based option. This standard covers rules relating to the bear's right to cancel a contract that arises after the seller deceives the bear through statements or actions or charges fees that are too high in certain terms. In this case, there is Qirayat al-Tarawi, the right to vote to reconsider,
or Qirayat al-Salama, the right to vote to revoke the contract due to imperfect performance. The definition of Qirayat al-Tagrir is the option of cancellation on the basis of verbal fraud, namely the buyer's right to cancel the contract due to fraud by the seller or colluding parties, who inaccurately describe the goods being sold so that the buyer buys them at a price higher than the market price. For example, deliberate misinformation regarding prices or costs incurred, raising bids in auction sales known as najsh, inaccurate statements or announcements. In this standard, the reason is that the buyer has the option to revoke the contract if verbally deceived, and the buyer can be accepted to return the goods within the generally accepted time period for cancellation. The definition of Qirayat al-Tadlis is the right to choose for the buyer to cancel the contract on the grounds of fraud by the seller or colluding parties. The goods sold are different from the actual condition so that the buyer thinks that the goods are in better condition. For example, incorrect product branding by using fake labels to promote sales. In this standard, what can be the cause is that buyers who are lured by fraudulent actions can return the goods sold. By returning them, the buyer can return the goods within the acceptable time period for collection. The buyer is not blessed with compensation if he decides to keep the goods sold. The definition of Qirayat al-Gabn is for the buyer to cancel the contract or accept it if it turns out that the price paid exceeds the highest estimate given by experts in the market. For example, buying and selling to Mustersil is a buyer who does not bargain the price because he believes that the seller will not increase the price, spike the price, or increase the price above the reasonable market level. In this standard, what could be the cause is that the party who is deceived by a price game has the right to cancel the contract. He can also accept it without asking for a refund. If the party who is deceived by an unreasonable price accepts the contract, then he does not have the right to ask for compensation from the deceived party. To mutually agree on the amount of compensation in exchange for cancellation.
Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.